Hello, Roll Your Boat here with another mental health vlog. Today is day 6 of my daily journal through my new mental health journey. And I have to say that I have learned a lot and I have been experiencing much better speech preparation and a better drive into how to handle different situations. Today, I really want to focus on my development into guiding myself to have better patience and to practice having better patience through my speech and through learning how to develop better topics for my mental health goals. So I know that right now I can be a little rough when it comes to having the patience that I need throughout my day so that I can have better speech activity, better interactions with people, and definitely having better interactions with the videos that I develop through my commentary. So, this is a big focus point for me, and I am going to keep striving to deliver better when it comes to handling, dealing with, focusing on a paragraph of a subject. So, this right here is a big definition in mental health, knowing how to have patience for your mental health goals and situations that lead to issues that you may be going through with brain activity and with the challenges that come with it. So this is going to be something that is going to be a little challenging for me, but I know I can do it because I have came this far. I'm already on day 6, and I have to say that I am pretty squared away. Now, just a little brief synopsis of what occurred today. I had a pretty good n- normal routine day. Today I worked it out in my workplace, and I have to say that my mood was a lot more solid. I did not have any type of outbursts that led to my mental health fading or feeling like I was going to be on opposition side towards trying to lead into a better pathway out of the negative realm, but in a positive state of my mental health. So it's definitely been a guiding day. It's been a day that I feel I have trained up for. I have trained up to this point with the goals that I have put in place for this journal. And now, from what another thing that I pretty much felt today is me being better at keeping my patience, not letting a lot of things take me out of that route. Pretty much an example is when I tell myself that I am going to have a patient day, that I'm going to take this work task and I'm going to be patient with it. It can be a lot of distractions that come to pretty much take over a lot of the patients that you have in place. Like, for example, someone may want you to rush. Somebody may want information that was not a part of the task at hand. So that can also cause for a stoppage and an obstacle in patience in dealing with things that help guide your patients in the right direction. So in this work task, I think the best alternative is to try your best to stay on that route. And if it is a distraction or some type of a stoppage, try your best to still stay on that narrow path towards the goal of that work task or whatever that life situation can be, to end up having a better outcome with that work task and with your patient, that biggest goal. So right now, I have to say that I am feeling a little bit tension. I'm feeling a little tension being that I am on camera and this can be seen publicly. But this is training me to have a better focal point and learn that I don't have to have that tension. I don't have to have that feeling of uncomfortableness when I am on camera trying to learn to build my speech, build my public speaking, and learning to not be embarrassed when I do use words that I did not want to use. All I need to do is be patient with myself and say, okay, this is going to get better, period, so that I can move on to the next subject matter or the next task at hand, period. I cannot let others influence how I feel about my journey. That's something on day 6 that I am in the midst of learning. And especially my biggest goal yet, dealing with anything of a mental health type of structure or balance, is not caring and involving myself with what people think of me. I always have to remember that that is their business. And I do not need to involve myself in trying to make me think otherwise. Always know that what others may say and involve themselves in is not a pathway that was meant for me. That's their pathway. That's their chapter. So I always have to not get distracted in my journey towards better mental health and better patience. That's my routine that I am going to stick by. And this day 6 is just part of the learning experience to better knowledge of mental health and learning a better structure with the education that comes with it. Period. So it's a big, I feel, base to the just to the different steps that it takes to get to this point. You have to learn that you can't always have those signs that you may want to not commit to what you have going on. It's a lot of times where you may feel that you aren't at the place that you need to be within your mental health goals, but that's just bringing you some type of awareness to where you're standing. So never give up on where you think you are. Look into that point, and you may not even be at the point where you want to work on what you have going on in your mental state. You may not be at that point. You may just want to bring some type of awareness to it because that obstacle may be too hard right now for you to really think about. And it may be a lot of distractions that are trying their best to dibble and dab in what you have going on. So just try to really commit to knowing where you are and where you stand with what's going on mentally. And that's why I feel that practicing what you have going in your situation with patience can be a very big pointer, a very big booster for you. And it's going to help you see a lot of things, a lot, a lot of things that's involved with your story, with your mental health blockage. And it's going to bring you some type of success when it comes to finding a better route and a better path for yourself, period. So I'm just so happy that I am able to touch bases and just know that my mental health structure and the tasks that I place upon myself are rising. Because I must say that the past year, I was in a big ruckus when it came to what I was dealing with mentally because it wasn't stable. It was not stable. My mental wasn't stable to handle what I had going on in my life, whether it was work experiences, what I'm dealing with on a day to day basis. It was not put in place how I wanted it and how it needed to be, more so how I wanted it to be. Because I did have a lot of my ducks in order, but I never was able to organize it. That's a big thing when it comes to bringing light on a lot of your different experiences. You have to bring some type of plan. And me, I know I need to practice a lot of the things in my life in order for me to be successful in them. I am the type that I have to practice what I preach. I have to practice to reach goals in my life. And there's nothing wrong with knowing how you can handle and how you can learn how to involve yourself and know that, hey, I want to reach me a better point. I want to be able to climb to my next destination. And I need to practice. Practicing helps you make it perfect. So that is a goal that I'm happy that I know. And day 6 has brought that upon me. Right now, I am definitely feeling less tension. I have to say, I'm feeling a little bit less tension. And as my days go on and I keep going with my daily journal, is only going to grow. It's only going to get better until the tension is going to feel like freedom. I'm going to be feeling a place of freedom when it comes to me hitting the play button, me talking about my life situations with my mental health goals and opportunities. It's bringing light and more light on what I'm involving myself in. And I can always reach back there and know there are so many different reasons to be happy, especially when you are growing your mental health capacity. So please enlighten yourselves and know that making yourself a daily journal is the best thing that you can do. Now, a lot of people like to have that visual type of learning. So I will never steer people away from that as well. I did once have a journal that consists of visual effects pretty much on the forms of writing. And I did like it, This right here is something that I feel is easier access for me to just be able to come on camera and to let it out. And it's helping me as a content creator to give better content out, a better flow of things by creating this type of environment, as well as this type of structure that is building upon the brand that I am creating. And that right there is just showing that I am developing better patience for myself. Now, I know I say this every live, and that is I will be buying me a full throttle mirror and I will get naked in front of it to just see where I stand. I will be doing that in the future, and I'll be bringing that to this platform to see where I am really standing in this mental health journey. I am loving this. I really am. This is helping me way more than the effects of therapy. I did try out BetterHelp therapy, and I'm not going to say that it was a walk in the park for me as I was doing that therapy. I was going through a lot at the time, and I felt that I did not get all of the help that I needed through BetterHelp. Now, I'm not saying that BetterHelp is was something that wasn't a good plan for me. There was questions asked that I felt the therapist asked me. I don't think that they were something that benefited me at the time. I feel that BetterHelp is there for pretty much someone that is seeking the most limited type of mental health. This right here could definitely benefit me a lot more through people's comments, whether positive or negative. I can take more into effect that way, and then just come back through a live to talk it out and to know where I stand right here. I think this is a much better focal point to have yourself in a vulnerable state so that you can build upon that vulnerability, and you're building a smoother structure, and you are involving yourself to have better public speaking skills, better vocal range, better involvement with the YouTube community. But while I am involving myself with that, I'm learning how to dig myself out of different situations. Like I feel right now, that level of tension is still on some type of a point. I know where my levels are balancing. And I also feel that I am receiving a better treatment with me, with myself, rather than doing a therapy session with someone that is not face to face. That could have also played a detriment in why I did not prefer better health, because it was pretty much an email type of reply to reply situation. And I was in need of a right then, right there physical type of contact teaching. That's what I was looking forward to. So I cannot label out help, better help therapy sessions, because have, I did not seek out all of the resources that they did have for me too. So I have to look at that as well. I didn't bring patients to those therapy sessions. I was ready to see smoother results quicker. So now that I know that, I'm glad I I could pinpoint it out. So it'll help me know that BetterHelp may be a place for me in the future. So I'll look more into that. And I really hope that you people that are on Row Your Boat, I hope that y'all found an experience in this and y'all were able to use it. Much better yet, I really hope that dealing with your patients involving mental health, I hope that it's a gain for you as well, period. And I hope that it will help you to solve more problems that you are dealing with in your life and life in general, the effects of it. I really hope that it doesn't decrease what you have going on mentally. Mental and physical contact with yourself is something that you need because it's going to help you. And when I say physical, I just mean pinpointing out embarrassment. It feels like it's physical when you are embarrassed, pinpointing out mistakes that you make. It hits you. It definitely hits you in different ways and different structures. So when you know that patience is a virtue, it can take you places that you never would have thought you would have been. So always know that you can start your own mental boat so that you know what your mental capacity is. It's a labor, knowing knowing that you need to build and create yourself a bridge to where you need to be mentally. It's a it's a place that it's a challenge. It's a challenge for you to make it over that bridge a lot of times. And it's physical. It is. It's a physical walk through this. It is nothing that is easy. I have to let everyone know that it's not easy to know that next step that you have to take. So be mindful of that. Definitely be mindful before you just break out because you have to be very careful when dealing with mental health situations because you don't want to fall back and you don't want to do things that you're not ready for. So just know that this right here, doing a daily vlog, you do need to think about it. I would say for people that aren't ready for what I'm ready for, start it off with not having it public. Do it unlisted or do it privately and then go back and watch it for yourselves. I can say right now, I am a professional on what I am doing right now. So I don't want to have people just jump out here and then they may receive some type of negative type of comment that can hurt them more mentally. So this may not be for everyone. If y'all know, if y'all are catching my drift. But I'm not saying to not do it because it can help you. It can really help you, but do it unlisted. Do it unlisted or do it privately first And then go back and watch yourself and see where you are growing at. I can tell you right now with me, I have grown on my public speaking skills. I have grown on my speech. That's a big one for me. I have to learn to have better speech and patience for my speech, period. And my involvement with not caring what others think of me. Those are biggies for me. I need to hold on to those and know that I can be whatever I want to be, but I have to believe in myself. That's why that mirror is very important. That mirror to look upon and to know who is one's true self. That's me. That's you. Your true self means everything. First comes yourself. Then comes who you want to portray to people. So always remember that. That's why this day 6 has been so much better. I have not been keeping such a light on trying my best to focus on what other people want, but what I want to see myself be for myself. And then I can reach out there and help people. That's still a big one for me as well. That's another big one on learning where to stand with people, especially when it comes to my friends, people that I really care for. I still have to know that I got to do what's best for me so that I can be able to handle my friends' situations in better light and how to know when I'm getting too involved and when I need to maybe pull back a little bit and let them do their thing because I have to still know that I got to be in the right space. I have to be in my space too in order to help them. So, mental health, everybody, is a challenging experience. It is. And things like this, mental health vlogs, are only going to empower you. They can empower you. They can make you have a better light on different intakes that you're dealing with. And it can help you be less sensitive. That's something too that a lot of times I have difficulty with. I will be more sensitive. And then that's definitely dealing with something on the lines of not being ready for certain things in life. There are things that are going to catch you off guard, but having some type of empowerment on what you have going on your mental focus, it can help you through that. It can help you through it. Period. And and it will put you on a guide that you can be happy to be on. So please involve yourselves. Try to do what you can. I always say to make a note of it, of what you may be feeling. When you caught off guard, like real quickly, and it's all said and done, it happens, and then you kind of left with a wet whistle. You left with like, dang, it just happened like that, and you think that the first thing to take in is anger, or the first thing to take in is regret. Soon as that happens, write something down. Right, I say write something down that is a synonym, something that's like the opposite. If you're feeling regret, write in your journal a solution to regret. Write that down. A solution. Or why? Why am I feeling this guilt? Why am I feeling it? Just write that down. Or write something that you know helps you through that. When you feel in that moment of guilt or feeling that moment of uncertainty, write something like, I like being happy. Just write that down and see where you can go with it. Because it's all some things are mental games that are being played, that you're being played upon. And it's up to you to know, hey, it may not be that serious for me to be so heavy involved with sorrow, with guilt, or anger. Anger is a challenge when it comes to dealing with a lot of the situations that we have mentally that we have to overcome. When that anger it causes a blockage. So the best way that I have seen to learn how to kind of escape it is I usually subside from it. I try to erase a lot of things. I try to erase it or just try to be silent. That may not always be the best case, especially when you have someone that kind of falls into the category of not really caring what others think. But you may have somebody that challenges you and say, no, stop. Like, why did you stop talking? Keep talking. Let me know what you're saying. No, tell me what you're saying. You may have somebody that challenges you. So it's up to you and your pride on how you want to handle that. Are you going to be able to, if they, call you out on it, are you going to be able to say, okay, I still prefer to be silent and let you say what you want to say? And you may feel like you're less than when they do that type of stuff, but don't feel that way, because you just may feel like you may not have that spunk to go back on that challenge. But let them know at least what you have going on. If they do try to challenge you and tell you, hey, no, I want you to tell me exactly what you mean, you can just tell them, I'm bringing patience to myself right now. So I'm going to tell you this. I'm not ready right now for what situation you may be trying to get me to be in, to this challenge that you want me to involve myself in. I'm not ready right now. But if you fall back a little bit and just think about it, is this a situation that you are caring way too much about what people think? Or is this something that you are ready for? That your pride and your true self is ready to handle mentally? I feel like it's just something to think about. It really is. And be just be patient with yourself, with yourself, and be genuine. You'll know what to do in that type of situation. You will. I think either today or yesterday, I had that situation happen to me where a good friend of mine was like, uh-uh, I'm not going to let you get away with that one. What were you saying? Because see, that moment of kind of misplaced type of feeling came upon me, and I had a little mental health, not the big one, but like a mental health breakdown, I'll say, where I was not able to really get out what I wanted to say. So that's when embarrassment came and a sign of uncomfortableness came. But my friend told me, what were you saying? I I'm not gonna let you get away with it. So I had to just think about it and say, okay, first of all, it's not that serious. So let me just say what I was feeling. It can happen. It really can. That feeling that you don't feel like you are whole enough at the time to compete on that mental challenge. A lot of times it happens. You can have a certain type of excuse. It can be, hey, it's early in the morning and your mind isn't functioning like you want it to. It's not you don't have enough oxygen at the moment. But you can still build upon it. Don't let it take over your day though. Don't let one mental health mistake or just a little challenge, don't let it take your day over. That's basically caring too much about others' involvement. That's what that is. I know I suffer from it. So I hope that this message gets to others that you don't have to hold on. You don't have to hold on to those mental health drawbacks or those dropouts or the cop outs. You don't have to hold on to them. Be patient with yourself. Just think back and say, okay, I had a little rough patch, a little mistake that happened, but I have to move forward. And I have to know that that person is still my friend. They're still my friend. They are not here to attack me. No. They just wanted to know what I had going on at the time. That's all they wanted to know. Move on. Move on to your next obstacle. I mean, they 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 may bring it up in the future, but it's not something that you need to hold on to. It all goes back to this their business. It's their business if they want to hold on to something that you may not have been ready for at the time. But let them do that. Don't go into a mode of revenge or a mode that you want to that you feel it was a challenge that's leading to a war. No, don't let it lead to that where you are just you're obsessing. You're obsessing over that one thing, that one little challenge that was given upon you, because there's too many other ones that you are going to deal with on a daily basis, these different experiences. So please keep heed to that, everyone, that when you are on your mental health goals, that there are a lot of distractions. And when you have patience for yourself and your different tasks, it's going to help you have better involvement, build a better structure, and you're going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling much better at the end of the day. You're the end of your day. And it won't be a lot of regret. And it will not be anger that is misplaced upon your day. So I say, for this is a biggie. I say start a mental health blog and you get on your boat and you sail, because guess what? We always put into place If a big hole pops up on that boat, you put some cement right there and you don't let any water leak out. No leakage is included on your mental boat. And if it is, we got plugs as resources so that we can we can have smooth sailing. Yeah, the tide gets long sometimes. That tide is moving in a motion that causes some motion sickness. The motion sickness is the distractions. That's what those are. So we are just moving around those. That is self therapy. This is self therapy. These mental health vlogs and journeys are self therapy, and nothing is wrong at all in enlightening yourself and providing yourself with self recovery, self worth. It's building it. It's going to build your self worth and self appreciation. And we're going to get to that point together. This is day 6. Day 6 has been fierce. This structure. I haven't said that word. Y'all know that word. If you have watched my previous vlogs, I haven't said that word one time, I don't think. I will be going back to check upon myself and that word. But I hope y'all caught a lot of what was said today. That bright light was beaming on this vlog, day 6. I have gathered a lot throughout this one. I'm going to keep on. I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep it up. This is a journey that I am so happy to take. Thank you all that have been involved so far. Please comment. Please let me know of the positives that you get, the negatives. I need to know it all so I can build my plan. This boat is getting wider. It's going to be a yacht. It's going to be a yacht in the future with so many resources. So we have to keep it going. Row your boat. It's here to stay. It's a huge ocean out there. Plenty of fish in the sea. So we just have to see what's going to lead to this. What's the next destination through selling. It's going to be great, I say. So thank y'all so much for joining me today on this day 6 of the mental health saga of mental strengthening. That strength that you build through your mental state is worth every penny. Every penny that falls is worth it to have a better state of mind. So I'll be talking with y'all very soon. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Row Your Boat, for more of all things mental. And we're going to touch bases on them on a daily. Thank y'all, everybody. I'll be talking with you soon. And don't forget this one. There are so many beautiful ways to be happy mentally. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me today.